Welcome to the top of the morning show. It is your girl TT from the D. Can y'all believe it's Thankful Thursday? And thankful I am. It is a great day to be amongst the land of the living. I have to say that every day that you rise up, I hope that you make use of yourself, right? I hope that you do something great and just show your gratitude. You know, when we talk about being thankful, it doesn't always have to be for something. It could be for someone. And then at the same time, it doesn't have to be for someone. It can be just a multitude of things, right? And when you think about the things that you should be grateful for or you could be grateful for, what comes into your mind? So this morning, we're going to talk about thankfulness, right? Because there's so many things to be thankful for. You know, waking up in the morning and being able to hear, see, touch, feel, taste, feel emotions, even feel pain. I know you're like, what? I know that nobody like to feel pain, but it lets you know you're alive. It really does. And there's, gratitude or thankfulness is often considered to be a positive way to express yourself towards someone or something, right? It's a way that we show our appreciation. That's a really surface way of saying it, but I ain't trying to always be deep. But just like you like to receive and be blessed, people like to feel appreciated. And so when you think about the things you should be thankful for, you could think about having air to breathe. There's people right now that are on breathing machines or oxygen tanks that have to carry around oxygen tanks to help them breathe. So I think we take for granted the ability sometimes to breathe on our own. The feeling of the sun on your body. There's places that rarely get the sun, the warmth from the sun, which is healthy for us, right? The smell of roses, flowers, trees, fresh cut grass. Some people can't smell. COVID hit a lot of people, and a lot of people still are right now. I just talked to somebody just the other day, and they said they don't have their sense of smell nor taste anymore. And I was blown away, right? The people we have in our lives, sometimes we're not very open about showing how thankful we are for them. We take them for granted because we just assume they're going to be there every single day. But tomorrow's not promised to them. Tomorrow's not promised to you. Tomorrow is not promised to us. I have a really good friend who just lost her mother. And although we know it's inevitable because you can't have life without death, like you can't have death without life, but it never will come to us without a sting. Even if someone we know and love is suffering or they're going through illnesses or they're getting older in age or it's an accident or whatever, we never are ready. And I think we think people are just going to be here every day, or you can pick up that phone and call them. So like when people say, hey, answer that call from your mother. I know she called you 11 times, right? She ain't called you and called right back and saying the same thing. And you looking like, listen, Linda, listen. I know my mother used to do it. My mother, unfortunately, is going through dementia right now. And her daily calls, she used to, what you doing? What you cook? All that, I don't get. Haven't had it in months because her mind doesn't work like that anymore. So I'm grateful and I'm appreciative for those memories of those type of calls, the text messages, ain't heard from you, or the pop-bys. My mother lives in another state now with my other siblings. And it's like, okay, I see vehicles that remind me of her and what life once was for her. But it's just a process, y'all. And it's not a happy process that we want to look at it like, oh yeah, I can't wait till the day we get old and we can't do and go as we like and please and all these. We're not in that point. I don't think we'll ever sit there and say, I can't wait for that. We want to live. I think we take for granted being alive. being alive and able to do just nothing or able to do everything, right? There's people that are hurting mentally and emotionally that sometimes they don't want to be alive. They want to unalive themselves. And I pray for people like that. That's why sometimes from time to time, you might just hear me on the show, or you might see me on my Tap In Tuesday or a post if you know me or you follow my page. And I'm talking about prayer. Prayer is powerful. It's something that we can't live without, but some choose to live without. And I just would like to ask you, how is that working for you? I just want us to remember what it's like to be blessed. I want us to stop wasting our blessings. I want us to stop acting like we're not thankful, like we're entitled to life, like we're entitled to the job we have, like we're entitled to live in the house we live in, or drive the car we drive, or have the money, little or big, in the bank accounts we have. Because in the blink of an eye, it can all be taken away or dwindle away. And you look up and you be like, oh my God, I just had. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. And in these times we live in, they've been saying that for a long, long time, that we live in imperialist times. But when you think about it, we have been for a long time. And people just don't think shit stinks, but it does. And then for those of you that want to be out here playing God, you really gonna have to one day stand before God. And I want to know how that's going to work out for you. I don't want to know, but I really want to know how you think that's going to work out for you. But for those of you that are non-believers, those of you who don't believe in heaven and hell, you're like, this is hell right now. Yeah, we live in hellion times. Yes, we are. But do you really think it was just your mother and father that was able to, create you? Right? That sexual act that they had, whether it was made through love or lust, your ass got here one way or another. Let's be clear. And I know sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, oh, I don't want to cuss. And I don't. I'm trying to get better. But sometimes we got to say what we got to say the way we got to say it and keep it moving. We have to ready our minds, ladies and gentlemen. We got to ready our minds. And I got a surprise for y'all. I don't know how many of y'all going to continue to listen in the month of October, but let me be clear on today what I'm doing for the month of October. I'm going to continue to pray on this. I've had conversation with my husband. He 100% on board to support me with this because it's been a long time, y'all. For those of you that have followed me for quite a while, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm getting ready to do a 30-day scripture challenge. Yeah. Now, you're going to say, oh my God, TT, but you only come on Monday through Friday. So how can you do that? Well, let me tell you how I'm going to do it. For the month of October, I'm doing a 30-day scripture challenge for my Top of the Morning show. Okay. And I'm doing my Top of the Morning show. Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to get a scripture 7 days a week in the month of October. You will get a show 5 days a week in the month of October as normal. Unless something happens and things happen like it happens, right? But I promise you, you might say there's 31 days. Yeah, but there's going to be one day that I am going to be doing something a little different because it's a 30-day. So that first day or the 30th day. So I'm either going to start it on the first, which is appropriate. And I'm glad I'm talking this through with you guys. Thank you so much for your assistance. I know you didn't know you were helping me, but you are. So I'm going to be going October 1st through October 30th. On the 31st, that will be my last, that'll be my like, whew, I'm done. So there's a couple things I'm doing. I'm doing a fast from some things. So if you want to get on this journey with me, do your own 30-day fast, right? In the month of October, whatever that looks like, right? And so I'm going to give up coffee, right? I'm going to give up carbonated drinks. So I'm not going to have like my famous Arnold Palmer and, occasionally my Pepsi, or stuff like that. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not going to eat candy, and I am a candy junkie, right? Yeah, I know, right? I'm also trying to cut back on salt intake. And y'all not ready for this. I'm not going to eat any red meat. So I'm doing the thing in October, y'all. I'm doing the thing. Do you think I could do it? I think I could do it. Do you think I could do it? Yeah, I think I could do it too. Well, that's all I have for you on this Thankful Thursday, because I'm thankful. There's a lot that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my parents. My father is no longer here. My mother is here, but she's in that last stage of life, and I have enjoyed my mother in the latter parts of my life. Always loved and respected my mother. Was angry at my mother in some seasons of my life, but as I became an adult, I appreciate the conversations, the laughter, the moments, the seasons, and my children, my husband, my friends. Oh yeah, my even my frenemies. Those of you that are hiding out in my circle in some shape or form, I know you're there. And I ask God every day to give me eyes to see what I cannot see, ears to hear what I cannot hear, and the ability to have discernment when it's necessary. Because I'm very aware that frenemies hide amongst me. I'm very aware that there are people that sit back and pray on my downfall. And you might say, TT, you going far. There's nobody doing that. Okay, y'all keep on thinking that. And it ain't just me, it's you too. I'm learning to be a little bit more quieter with what I do, because I know that the devil is busy. You see, the devil is always on the run, but he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And this is something we all know. Am I correct? Yeah, I'm correct. He will flee when you believe. So I'm going to help arm you in the month of October with 30 scriptures. I don't know what they're going to be based off of. I don't know what we'll be talking about. This is the time I'm going to be praying and asking God, because we only have a few more days in September. And don't forget, it's your girl TT from the D, birthday October 10th. Yes. So if you want to do me a favor, if you want to buy me a gift or celebrate me, you can do one or two things. You can buy my book. I'm a co-author for Minding My Own Healing. You can email me and ask how you can get that autographed book. Yes, it will be autographed by your girl TT from the D herself. I shared this book with Melanie Smiles, who is the actual author, and as co-authors who contributed a story, a chapter, you have Tamika, Alasia, and myself. And I am excited to let you know we are sharing some vulnerable times in our lives with you to help you along your journey by minding your own healing. So if you want to be a blessing on my birthday, October 10th, you can Zelle me or you can Cash App me. You could definitely email me and let me know you'd like to order a book. I will mail it to you. And I'm excited about that. That book is $20. I will cover your shipping and handling wherever you are in the world. I know I have listeners overseas. I will mail this book overseas. I'm super excited about that. And as I do my Tap In Tuesdays for the month of October, I will let people know that. I'm excited. And I'm even going to raffle off a gift, which is my book, on my birthday. What? That's a Thursday, y'all. So I'm going to figure out how I can do that. But I really want to do that. And so you would have to be tuned in for a Tap In Tuesday. Next week, I'll have Courtney Benjamin on. So I will be talking about that for Tap In Tuesday. And then on October 8th, I have a special show and I'll be talking about that. And I probably would do the raffle at that time. So you would have to follow me on YouTube, but I need you to log into your Facebook and go through StreamYard in order for me to be able to see you engaging and being a part of that raffle. Because what I'll do is I will ask you to put your name in the comments if you would like to be, entered into that drawing. I will write on a sticky note your name. I'll put it in a little bowl. You guys will see, or a box, whatever that looks like. You will see me grab that out live streaming. So there will be no, oh, that was fixed. We don't do that around here on TT from the D. We're transparent and we try to keep it a buck, right? I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all ears for listening. I appreciate the shares, the likes, the platforms you're listening on, whether it's Spotify or Anchor.fm, which is bought by Spotify. So it would be Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or Google Podcast. I'm working on a couple of other platforms, and I can't wait to introduce them in 2025 for our next season of the Top of the Morning Show and Tap In Tuesday. Well, until the next time we leave footprints across the sun, it is your girl, Titi from the D, and I'll see you soon.